Hi everyone, I'm Evangeline and today, oh my gosh, I'm about to go off on some people. Okay, I'm sure all of you guys have heard of the novel coronavirus by now. This new strain of virus was thought to have originated from a seafood market in Wuhan, China, and has since spread to numerous countries across the globe, causing over 4,000 deaths, as well as worldwide chaos and panic. As someone who works in the healthcare industry, I completely understand why people are trying their best to protect themselves from the virus. Stay tuned till the end to hear some useful and interesting facts and tips to help you stay safe during this outbreak. But at the same time, I can't help but notice a serious side effect stemming from all of the fears surrounding the novel coronavirus. That's right, today we're talking about racism against Asian people. Okay, just take a look at this video of an Asian lady getting beaten up in a subway station while her attacker calls her a diseased bitch. And then there's this video of an Asian man getting sprayed with cleaning detergents.
When the Asian man stays put, the other passenger picks up what looks like a cleaning bottle and sprays it in his direction.
And here in England, where I currently live, there have even been instances of Asians getting beaten and mugged in coronavirus-related hate crimes.
I started noticing what the sounds were. It was just coronavirus being repeatedly shouted at me. He punched me twice. The first time he missed, the second time he got me right in between the eyes.
I think I need a moment to cool down. But it wasn't until last weekend that I myself experienced this racism firsthand. And so today I'm gonna tell you the story of when I choked on the tube and got called a coronavirus. So this took place on the tube on a Saturday afternoon, which is basically peak hour, and I was traveling from my house to central London for my birthday party. I basically live in the middle of nowhere, and so I knew this was going to be a really long journey, and I knew I was going to get hungry. Okay, to be fair, it was just a 1-hour journey, but I literally cannot last a minute without food. So I brought some fruits and snacks to nibble on along the way. At this point, I should probably remind everyone that it's actually still flu season here in the UK, and so throughout my whole journey, a lot of people were sniffling and coughing on the tube, and nobody said anything. And I was just in my own corner, eating my fruits, listening to music, getting excited about my birthday party, and basically just having a chill time and minding my own business as you should, and everything was going really well. That was until the tube suddenly jolted and a piece of fruit got lodged in my throat. And so I started choking as any human would, coughing, trying to get that piece of fruit out of my throat. And that was when I heard a group of boys laughing at me, and they were covering their noses and mouths and saying things like, coronavirus,
go back to China.
Mind you, at this point I had been on the tube for at least 30 minutes, and not once did I cough, sneeze, or do anything that could indicate I could be sick. Besides, I think it's pretty obvious when someone is choking as opposed to when they're actually having a cough. Oh, and plus, let me remind you, there were plenty of other non-Asian passengers that were displaying actual flu-like symptoms, but as I stated earlier, nobody said anything. Regardless, I tried my best to explain that I was choking on something. I'm choking. But it didn't matter to these boys. They continued laughing at me.
Coronavirus! Ew, I don't want to catch the virus.
And at this point, other passengers also started taking notice, and they were trying to edge away from me and stuff. So I felt really uncomfortable, and I decided to just get off at the next station and catch the next tube instead. But before I got off the tube, being the spiteful person that I am, I couldn't just let this shit go, and I knew I needed to, at least get a video out of it. So I took out my phone and tried to record as much as I could, and this was what I managed to get. I'm choking. So yeah, as you can see, they basically just harassed me until I got off the tube, and basically it was just not a fun experience at all. Oh my gosh, okay, so I was just telling my friend that I was recording this video, and he told me that he actually experienced something similar when he got on the bus the other day, and immediately a group of passengers covered their mouths and edged away. Some may call it ignorance, some may call it racism, but at the end of the day, this seems to be a super widespread problem and it needs to be addressed. Yes, the illness may have originated from China, but not every single Asian person has it, and we are certainly not a virus. Like, how does that even make sense? So judging from the fact that some people can't seem to distinguish between humans and viruses, it is clear that there's a lot of misinformation spreading around, and I thought as a pharmacist in training, I should use this opportunity to spread some actual facts about the novel coronavirus, as well as give you guys some useful tips to help reduce your chances of catching it. So you guys don't really get to see this side of me often, cause let's be real, it's kind of boring, but today, you finally get to meet my nerdy pharmacy alter ego. Hi everyone, I'm Evangeline and I'm a pharmacist in training. I'm probably not the best pharmacist in training out there, not gonna lie, but I try my best. And today, I will be spreading some facts about the novel coronavirus. The coronavirus is more formally known as SARS-CoV-2 and it's responsible for causing the disease COVID-19, which stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019. It's actually just one member out of a large family of viruses known as coronaviruses. And they have this name because of the spiky projections on their outer shell, which resemble crowns or corona in Latin. The coronavirus family includes viruses that cause mild illness, such as the common cold, all the way to viruses that cause more severe illnesses, such as SARS and MERS. The virus is thought to spread from person to person through respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs or sneezes. These droplets can land on other people's mucous membranes, such as their eyes, nose, or mouth, or they can be inhaled into other people's lungs. The virus is thought to have an incubation period of 1 to 14 days, during which the patient is already infected with the virus but does not display any symptoms yet. After the incubation period, about 80% of patients display mild symptoms such as a cough or fever, and some of these symptoms might be so mild that the patient does not even know that they've been infected. Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a bit of a cold. Are we still hanging out later? Because of this, some patients may continue their daily activities. Hey, what's up, man?
Whoa.
Further facilitating the spread of the disease.
Dude, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit of a cold. However, for at-risk patients such as the elderly or the immunocompromised, this virus can have devastating effects and cause severe illness and even death. The main advice given by most health authorities is to maintain good hygiene, and that includes washing your hands regularly for at least 20 seconds with soap and water, as well as covering your nose and mouth with a tissue whenever you cough or sneeze, and then throwing that tissue away immediately. It is also advised to avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth, and to avoid close contact with anyone who you think may be unwell. So following around, harassing, or laying your hands on people that you believe are infected definitely isn't the wisest choice. Okay, so I know this video was a little bit ranty, but I hope you guys still found it informative and interesting. The coronavirus has caused a lot of suffering and illness, but if there's one thing we can learn from it, at least it does not discriminate. So just please do not be racist, practice good hygiene, and stay informed on the latest information regarding the virus through your local health authority. Alright, I know this was a little bit different from my typical videos, but I hope you liked it and I'll be back to my regular video soon, so I'll see you guys then. Bye!